Good morning, everybody. This is the day that the Lord has made. I shall rejoice, I shall sing, and be glad in it. So I'm super excited to talk to you today and trust that you're going to have a phenomenal rest of the day and a phenomenal week and the continuation month and even into the year. So today, what we're going to be talking about remember your why. Remember your why. So we've been talking about the half of the year is done, going hard in the paint, making sure that you're ready to finish strong and all that good stuff. But sometimes you have to take a step back and remember your why. Because sometimes you lose. I'll be quite honest with you. I lose sometimes. I don't show it often, but sometimes I lose energy. Sometimes I lose my mojo. Not very, very long now. I don't stay very, very long, but I just get tired. Sometimes I need a 2 hour nap. Sometimes I need to not be at a computer and work for a day, maybe two on the weekends. But normally I'm working 7 days a week. But then I have to go back and remember, which helps me get back on my horse. Remember my why I'm doing it, what I'm doing it for, and um, why I'm even publishing, while I'm writing, why am I working so hard, why I'm even doing what I do. I got to remember my why, which is connected to my passion and connected to my purpose. Because sometimes, the enemy can come and just quit, just stop, just don't. And sometimes you can get frustrated and just want to stop everything, and as they say, stop the world and get off. But you got to go back sometimes and remember your why, and remember. We'll probably talk about remembering your who another time, but right now we got to remember your why. So just as a reminder, if you'd like to have a conversation with me or all of my contact information, go to solo.to/Julia A. Royston. And that is everything is right there, even some freebies and some free downloads. So go to solo.to/Julia A. Royston. It looks like a strange website, but when you get there, it'll make all the sense in the world. So remembering your why. And there's several people, even in the Bible, who said why. And of course, the most famous one is Jesus when he was hanging on the cross. Uh, um, Father, Father, why hast thou forsaken me? So that asking why, that that going back to your why and why am I here and why am I doing this and why is this important and why is this a part of my life makes all the sense in the world. And sometimes it'll cause you to do some reflection into things that you've done and they weren't really connected, but then when you connected them all together, you realize, oh, that makes all the sense in the world. Like I was an avid reader when I was 5, and then um, I just was constantly under the bed with a flashlight at night, and my daddy would be hollering, "Julianne, turn that light out because it's time for us to go to sleep." Because when it's darkest in the house, and one little bitty light, flashlight, even under the covers can shine. And so, just being that avid reader, and even my sisters say, "Well, I guess all that reading paid off for you." And then going to school and being a part of entrepreneurship with my parents and their business and church and all the admin work I've done on the church level. And then going to college and having a degree in accounting. And, if you keep going and the things that have happened in your life, it all makes sense and it adds up. And it's all connected. And then 2 master's degrees in library science and then a doctorate in religious education. It all makes sense and all adds up. So I've got to remember my why. And sometimes your why is happened at birth. Sometimes your why is connected of who you are as when you were born. You were born into, so I was born into a family of teachers. I was born into a family of teachers and preachers. So sometimes you're selected, your why is selected for you by predetermined by birth. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean I couldn't be a doctor somewhere else or I couldn't have fallen in love with science, but by birth, um, I am in a family of preachers and teachers. So it's just quite naturally that I wasn't forced. I'll be honest, I wasn't forced. I was encouraged to be a teacher, but after life happened, and gifts and callings come without repentance. So God has his hand on you, and that's a part of your why. So a part of my why is the things, that I was born with, the things that I was, just at birth is a part of my why. And because of who I am, and family I was born into, the family I was connected to, the lifestyle that we had, the things, who all the Christian educators I've known in my life, and it just is part of who I am. So my why is related to education, teaching, learning. It's just I got that at birth, and then I never did think. My undergraduate degree was in accounting, so I thought I was going to be an accountant. Now it pays off now in business, but there are certain things that you're called to. So first off, some things that you're born into, like it's a family thing, and then some things you're called to. Teaching to me was a call. I could probably say at birth and a call, because it was in my family, my parents' families, preachers and teachers, Christian educators, period. But then it was a call. So my why is something that I'm called to, something that keeps me up at night, something that, um, you know, doesn't let me have ease. It's the call God has on me. He reminds me of it. He gives me the outline, the plan, the format. I mean, when you're called to something, and he's not going to change his mind. I don't care what you do, where you go, it's all going to circle back around full circle. So remembering your why is involved in being how you were born, how you're raised, but also what you're called to. And it all makes sense as you continue to grow and go, and be led and be directed, and have mistakes and failures and ups and downs and all around. But you'll realize I'm called to it. I can't get away with it. I can't shake it. And when I talk to people and they're talking about, God's lead me, I got a prophecy, and I'm like, say yes. Don't try to run. It's not easy. It's not fun, but don't try to run, because it won't work. It's not going to work for you. If God has his hand on you, he can wait you out. Remember, he's eternal. I say that all the time, but he's eternal. He can wait you out. Mm-hmm. Time is on his side, not yours. So, and then number three, your why is related to a need. There are people who need what you have, people who need to know what you've experienced, what you're an expert in. There's a need out there. There's something that people, people need from you. So therefore, I recently was told by school counselors that we need books with African American children that are related to grief and loss. And then I had an educator not too long ago. I'm currently at an event. That's the reason why I got this shirt on. And someone said, they gave me another idea for loss and handling it. There are people who need things that have African American children associated with it. So that's really kind of a call, and now it's turning into a need in this season right here. So I'm, business sense. Okay, that's great. But also there is a clear need. So therefore, I got to go back into my writing woodshed and start writing something. And first thing I'll do is say, God, give me what to say. Give me the story. Give me the character. Help me understand and help me identify. So number one, by birth. Number two, you're called to it. Number three, there's a need for it. Your why is associated with a great need. And then lastly, there's a passion. You have a passion for it. And all of those things, usually as you grow and develop as a human being, especially when you start getting in your 40s, it'll turn into your passion. Something that, people won't have to drive you to do it. You'll drive yourself. You'll promote yourself. You'll motivate yourself. You'll move yourself. Even when you're tired, even when you're hungry, even when you're sleepy, your own passions and the things down in you will drive you to get out of bed. Even though you're like, I want to sleep 10 more minutes. I want to sleep 30 more minutes. Your passion for that thing will drive you. So, I even when I interview people about, I want to publish a book. Oh, okay. So what connection do you have to it? Do you do it for a living? Do you do it on the side? Do you work in church? Are you a volunteer? Are you, what does that look like? Because then that'll let me know how passionate you are about that thing, how connected you are about that thing. So I don't have to drive you and pull you. Okay, so have you spoke about your book? Okay, have you promoted your book? Okay, what have you done? You know, so I don't have to drive and make you. You'll The passion that you have deep on the inside will drive you automatically. So I hope that helps you to remember your why. Hopefully that why that you have down in the inside, that passion you have for it, the need that's out there, somebody's waiting on it, or the call that's on your life will move you today to move further to that thing. I can't tell you what that thing is. It's that thing that God put down inside of you. That's that thing, that He is desiring for you to do. It's that thing that keeps you up at night. That is that thing that keeps you up, gets you up early in the morning. You determine that. I can't do that for you. I can help you once you decide it, once you determine it, once you're ready to move forward with it. I can help you move it to the next level. Talkwithroyston.com. It's right there on my shirt. But otherwise, you got to pray. You got to ask Him. You got to determine it. You got to decide. And then you got to be ready to pursue it. So I hope that helps you today. And along your way, again, if we need to have a conversation, go to talkwithroyston.com. Go to solo.to/Julia A. Royston. That's all my contact information there. And all my websites, all my online stores, all my especially children's books that are out there. Go to my children's book, Royston Children Bookstore.com is where my children's books are. And especially as we get ready to head back into the fall, back into the school year, be sure and be on the lookout and reach out for that. And then coming up at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Live Your Best Life on the Best New Radio Station nominated by the Spin Awards, envision-radio.com. You can listen on the website, envision-radio.com, or Google Play Store, any of those apps, or wherever podcasts are heard. Live Your Best Life is 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be on the lookout for that interview. I'm interviewing a wonderful, phenomenal illustrator. Super excited about that. And then coming up at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time is the Spike Davis and Friends show. Tune in for Last Music and More. And then on Tuesdays on envision-radio.com is the Book Business Boss Show. Tuesdays at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, right there on envision-radio.com. And if you've voted before, be sure and you can vote as many times as possible. I'll tell you when that ends. I believe it ends August. So we've got some time to continue to vote for the Best New Radio Station, which is envision-radio.com, nominated by the Spin Awards, and also yours truly, Julia Royston, nominated for Podcaster of the Year, as well as Live Your Best Life as the Podcast of the Year. So we'd appreciate your support and your vote at thespinawards.com, and then click on vote. So coming up, I have 2 summer masterclass coming up. The first one, next to the last one, is July 19th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, writing a speech from your book. Register at bookbusinessbosstraining.com. And then on August 16th at 7 p.m., a 2-hour training on Are You Media Ready? Are you media ready? So I trust that helps. Go to the bookbusinessbosstraining.com. That's bookbusinessbosstraining.com. So I'm Dr. Julia Royston. I trust that what I say or do helps you and blesses you along your journey, because I'm here to help you get your message to the masses, turn your words into wealth, and be a book business boss. You all be blessed and have an awesome day. Bye-bye.